Welcome back, viewers, to another video, and I hope you enjoy it. Because today we have the biggest Stihl chainsaw, single-man chainsaw that they made in production. This is the Stihl 090 AV. So the AV, it's an 090 AV. AV stands for anti-vibrator mounts. The only thing is, I don't see, there's not a whole lot of anti-vibe mounts on this thing. There's just a rubber disc here and here. So I don't know how they thought it was very good in vibration, but that's what they had back in the day. So I guess that's what they made it an anti-vibe. So this here is a 137cc chainsaw. This is 7cc bigger than the MSA 80. And so, yeah, so I got this saw from someone, and they said that it runs, but it doesn't run right. So that can mean a whole lot of things. It can mean the carburetor needs tuning, could mean the cylinder is scored up, could mean there's crank seal leaks. Who knows? We'll find out. But it runs, so that means there's spark, and there's gas coming to the cylinder. So that's two of the three things we need. We need compression, spark, and gas. So we're getting all three of them, but one of them is missing. So yeah, let's start with taking off the muffler, see what it looks like inside the muffler here. Looks like there's two separate looking bolts. One's a flathead screw. And I'm feeling this isn't factory. But it works, it holds the muffler on, and that's its purpose, right? Okay, that's one. Then we have a 10mm nut on this side. Take that off. If you're hearing a little bit of a noise in the background, that's just a heater fan just blowing hot air into here. This is a funny looking muffler. Basically the air comes in, or the exhaust comes in, and then comes around here, hits off the back probably, and shoots out the front. I don't know if that's a good design or not, but I guess it works. So here we have our cylinder. And it looks okay. I don't know, maybe I can pull it up to you. I don't know how well you can see that. Maybe I have my light. I don't know if you can see that. The cylinder looks pretty good. I mean, there's a few scratches, hairline scratches here and there, but it's nothing a whole lot to complain about. You see that? Hopefully you can. So the cylinder looks okay, and it feels like we have compression. We can check out the compression, but the cylinder looks okay. So that's step one. And it looks good, so that's number one is good. Put this guy back on. So you can see that already. The saw comes with a full wrap. That's a nice addition to one massive chainsaw. It's typically meant for milling and that sort of stuff, so if you have a full wrap handle, you can pretty much use it this saw from any angle that you need to. We can check the compression. Yeah, your spark plug is right up top here. It's covered with a nice big boot like this. Keeps the dust out, I guess. And I'd say that's 3/4 maybe spark plug. Oh, a little bit smaller. 11/16. No, it's metric. We'll go with 17. Oh, still too small. 18 maybe. There we go. And we do have some carbon on the spark plug. That's not a whole lot, so we're good. Better not be different too. Oh no, it's good. Pull it over a couple times and see what numbers we get out of this thing. So it's at reset to 0. Oh, give it a couple pulls. And this thing is quite a bit of compression. Okay, so we're getting quite a good reading on our compression. Take a look at that. 163 PSI compression. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It does say it runs, so I assume there's going to be gas going through the carb. I guess we can talk about weight. I have a weigh scale here. See how heavy the saw is. Okay. So we have everything on, and it's at 22.2 pounds. 22.2 pounds. It does have a bit of gas in the tank. No oil in the oil reservoir. But if we take this MS880 and we put this on top, we have 20.9 pounds for the 880. Then we have a half tank of oil and about a half tank of gas. So it's not that much of a difference. This here being 123 cc, so 7 cc smaller than the 090. Okay, so now that we know we have compression, the guy said that ran, so that it gives a spark, and we know there's fuel getting into the cylinder. There is also a possibility that we have an air leak in here, but we'll find out when we start it up. This 090 does have an outboard clutch instead of the normal inboard clutch. Maybe you can see the difference here. Some people like that outboard clutch because they say that it's better on the bearings and seals and stuff. but I think it's a lot more convenient to have the inboard clutch. That way you don't have to put your chain over top of the clutch every time if you have to take your bar and chain off. So you can see this here's just a little clutches on the inside, and then we have the rim bearing, the rim sprocket. But here we have the sprocket, and then we have our clutches on the other side. So you can see right here, or maybe I'll get my light. See, there we have the sprocket first, and then we have the clutch. And the clutch looks in pretty good condition. It's actually almost a little bit too tight, maybe. But when you have a large bar and large chain on it, that'll slow the clutch, the chain from driving even when it's in idle. We have this. Actually, we have this cool little feature. I just saw it here. Check it out. The Cyclops. So when you put your oil in, you can see how low your oil is when you're almost empty. Instead of having to open the cap and check down, see how much oil you have left. That's pretty cool. Then we have our manual oiler as well. Pump that, and that pumps oil up to the bar and chain here. But yeah, let's see if it'll start up and see what's going wrong with this thing. So we have our choke here. This is our on and off switch, I think. Yep, it is. And then we have a preset throttle. We can push the button and see if it starts. So I think we do have an air leak. Not a huge one. It's a little bit hard to tell at first, but I think that's what the cause of this. They're not quite running right, and when you put it into the wood and stuff, and of course the tuning is going to be off. So I guess we just have to pull off our clutch and pull the seal out on the other side, and then on the other side there's probably some condenser and stuff and magneto under the flywheel, so this is an older saw, so we'll have to take that all apart and take that seal out as well. I'm not even sure if they make seals for this saw anymore, but probably. Still quite a few of them around. Not a lot, but there's still quite a few that are running today. So I'm assuming they make seals for them. Take a look under the air filter here. So it looks like we got a brand new air filter for our 090. That's cool. So it looks like the air comes up underneath here through this opening, and then right through this opening up into here. And so I guess that's how the air gets through. It goes through here, and then up, and then right back through this hole here, and then we get air into our saw. We'll have to check this one out. This filter is a lot more smaller, but look at all the extra surface area we get of air into our chainsaw. Compared the surface area of this to this here's probably more flow, has a better airflow and a greater airflow too, right? So we'll see if we can get some seals for this and hopefully put it together, get a bar and chain for it. Has a big mount of big mount steel bars it needs, so just need to get a bar like that, and then maybe we'll cut some wood with it as well. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.